The relationship between the United States and Mexico has entered a period of heightened tension, marked by significant policy shifts and strong reactions from both sides. This analysis will explore the recent developments, the perspectives of key figures, and the potential implications for the future of this crucial bilateral relationship. On January 7, 2025, President Donald Trump announced his intention to impose tariffs on goods imported from Mexico and Canada. The announcement was made during a press conference at his Mar-a-Lago resort. President Trump cited concerns about immigration and drug trafficking as justifications for these proposed tariffs. He stated that Mexico has not done enough to prevent the flow of undocumented immigrants into the United States, nor has it effectively curbed the trafficking of narcotics. In addition to the tariff announcement, President Trump declared his intention to rename the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. This symbolic gesture was presented as a means of asserting American influence and security in the region. The announcements from President Trump prompted a swift and strong response from Mexico. President Claudia Sheinbaum, Mexico's newly elected leader, publicly refuted President Trump's claims and criticized his proposed policies. President Sheinbaum characterized President Trump's statements as slanderous and affirmed Mexico's sovereignty and its capacity to manage its own affairs. President Sheinbaum acknowledged the challenges Mexico faces regarding border security and migration, but she rejected the notion that these issues are solely attributable to Mexico's actions or inactions. She emphasized that Mexico is actively working to address these challenges, and that the blame should not be placed exclusively on the Mexican government or its people. President Trump's focus on trade imbalances and border security has been a consistent theme in US-Mexico relations. He has repeatedly asserted that existing trade agreements are unfair to the United States and has called for revisions to ensure that Mexico bears a greater economic burden for securing its border. President Trump has also claimed that Mexico receives substantial financial subsidies from the United States, which he believes are contributing to the problem of illegal immigration. President Sheinbaum, however, has argued that the United States also bears responsibility for the challenges related to drug trafficking and immigration. She has pointed to the demand for narcotics within the United States and the flow of weapons from the United States into Mexico as contributing factors. President Sheinbaum has indicated that Mexico is prepared to take legal action to defend its interests. She has specifically mentioned the possibility of lawsuits against American companies that are found to be contributing to problems in Mexico, including those involved in the manufacturing and distribution of firearms. This legal strategy reflects a broader effort by Mexico to assert its sovereignty and to hold American entities accountable for their role in the challenges facing the country. President Sheinbaum has stated that Mexico will not tolerate interference or interventionism from the United States and will pursue all available legal avenues to protect its interests. A central point of contention between the United States and Mexico is the issue of gun trafficking. President Sheinbaum has highlighted data indicating that a significant percentage of weapons used by criminal organizations in Mexico originate in the United States. She has argued that lax gun control laws and loopholes in the United States facilitate the flow of these weapons across the border. The Mexican government has already filed lawsuits against American gun manufacturers, seeking to hold them liable for the violence in Mexico caused by their products. This legal action is a significant step in Mexico's effort to address the problem of gun trafficking and to pressure the United States to take stronger measures to prevent the illegal export of firearms. Despite the tensions and disputes, the United States and Mexico remain deeply interconnected economically. Mexico has emerged as one of the United States' largest trading partners, with significant trade in goods such as automotive parts, electronics, and agricultural products. The US-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which replaced the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, governs trade relations between the three countries. However, there is a growing trade deficit between the United States and Mexico in terms of the volume of goods and services sold. This imbalance has been a key concern for the US government, and has fueled calls for revisions to the trade agreement to create a more level playing field. The interconnectedness between American and Mexican industry supply chains make any proposed tariffs a significant obstacle to international trade, with many American jobs at risk. The relationship between the United States and Mexico has been shaped by a long and complex history, marked by both cooperation and conflict. The Mexican-American War in the 19th century resulted in the loss of significant territory by Mexico to the United States. In the 20th century, the two countries engaged in various forms of economic cooperation, including the Bracero program, which brought temporary Mexican laborers to work in the United States. However, issues such as border security, immigration, and drug trafficking have been persistent sources of tension throughout the history of the relationship. The legacy of past conflicts and the ongoing challenges of the present continue to shape the dynamics between the two countries. The future of US-Mexico relations remains uncertain. The policies and actions of both President Trump and President Sheinbaum will play a critical role in determining the direction of the relationship. A potential tariff war would negatively impact the US economy, with higher costs for goods and services. It is possible that the two countries will find ways to cooperate on issues of mutual concern, such as border security and drug enforcement. However, it is also possible that the tensions will continue to escalate, leading to further disputes and disruptions in trade and other areas. The situation is complex and evolving. The actions taken by both nations in the near future will dictate the character of the relationship for years to come. Continuous vigilance and awareness of both sides' position are important to understanding the developments as they unfold.